We literally only have a bit of, you know, the superstars time. So
Oh my God.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited. Do you know what? I'm actually excited to be doing this call with you. The first time we're hosting a call together, bringing someone on who is a massive, massive figurehead in this company. I'm super, super excited. I can see the numbers are going up as we speak. So I'm just going to put this on record as well quickly. Or maybe you might be able to. Oh, it's recording. Perfect.
Yeah, definitely. We have to have this
Amazing.
recorded.
Awesome. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm super excited to have him on the call because I remember when I started my journey in this amazing company. And, you know, at the time, I believe he was a Chairman 100, but, you know, it was his humility. He was extremely humble. He was someone that, you know, was having success, but literally was extremely humble and willing to, you know, show us whatever we needed to be shown. He was willing to, you know, be in the trenches, you know, and be someone that could be, you know, could be very, very supportive. And literally, you know, today he's a Chairman 500. He has been for a while. He's someone that does so much for the company. He's extremely busy, but he's literally carved out, you know, this time to be on this call because he understands how important it is that, you know, we set our 2020 vision right. And him being someone that's an example to so many of us as well, you know, he's literally where we all want to be. He's someone that has maxed out the compensation plan. Like Chairman 500 cannot literally be taken lightly. Is where we want to be, and he is in that position. So who better to literally learn from on how to actually get to Chairman 500, which is definitely the destination for every single individual on this call, than someone who's done it, is showing the way, and is really reaping the rewards and living the lifestyle, but still every single day plugging into personal growth and development. And he's someone that we're able to see, you know, has a beautiful spiritual life, and is willing to share his knowledge on everything, you know, with everyone around him. He's got such a giving heart. He's very, very humble, and he's a servant leader, you know. So
absolutely. Yeah, very quickly for myself, guys, you know, I mean, I've done network marketing before previously. Those of you that don't know me, my name is Rupa Parmar. And, you know, I've never been in a company where the people, the leadership, you know, we're talking about the ones at the top, at the very top, they're so reachable, they're so touchable. And I've never been in a company where, you know, the people who are earning the most amount of money stay the most humblest. You know, anytime that I want to contact him for anything, he's on the other side of the phone, email, WhatsApp, and man, this guy's looking after, imagine really taking care of an organization which has got 135,000 people in there, customers, business partners, but always, always, always making time. I know definitely has his heart in the UK, wants to grow this team massively in the UK, coming towards the convention as well in February, which I cannot wait for. And someone who for me is, you know, he's normal, he's a normal person earning crazy money. And it just goes to show when someone who's on that kind of level can do it just from his belief, his worth ethic, his attitude, how humble he is, anyone can really reach the same heights. So I'm taking notes. I cannot wait to hear about everything he's going to give us today, all the golden nuggets to share with our teams. Guys, if you're on the call and you can see your teams are not on this call and your leaders are not on this call, ring them right now, ASAP, get them on this call. Yes, it's recorded, but you know what, when you hear something live and when you hear something recorded, it's different. You know, you have a different kind of feeling from it. So get people on the call ASAP. Numbers are going up. That's fantastic. And I believe he is on the call now.
he is, and we've only got not too long with him, and we want you guys to be able to have him
Absolutely.
pour into you. So we're not going to take up any more of his
Let's get
time.
him on.
Yeah, we're definitely going to just make him the host now. So Jason, I'm going to make you the host. Thank you for doing this for us. We appreciate you so much. Let me just make you the host. Awesome.
There we go. Ladies, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Perfect. Guys, I'm super grateful for both of you. I'm super grateful for the team. So welcome everyone who's on. If you, I don't know if everybody's muted, but if you can, mute yourself out. That would be great. I think pretty much everybody is. I hear something. Oh, one guy. Hold on. We're going to do this. Got it. Okay, cool. Look, guys, I'm super excited. Right now I'm in Miami. So I'm in my apartment, getting ready to literally just go back to back to back to back to back webinars. I'll be on webinars for the next few hours. But you know, when both of these ladies reached out to me, the holiday season is here. We talk about, you know, 2020, and it's crazy how 2020 vision has two meanings, right? What is 2020 vision on your calendar? And then what's 2020 vision for you, right? That clear sight. 2020 is perfect vision. And so the ladies asked me to jump on. I said, hey, let's just do a call for the UK. Let's bring everybody together. I know that there's people on here from all over. So if you guys want, you could drop in the chat box where you're coming in from. And, you know, we're doing this, the next call I have in about 20, 25 minutes is with the Belgium team. Then I have a call right after with the French team, and we're just scaling the globe here and having so much fun while doing it. So I just want to say that I'm grateful for you guys, Rupa, Kat, you know, Zane, whoever else is on here. And you know, it's crazy. You talk about vision, right? And that's one of the topics of today's call. Not just to talk about what the team's going to do, not just to talk about what we've done as a company, but really to talk about you, right? You. I'm talking to you and what you are going to do, what your 2020 is going to look like, and how you're going to execute on that vision. And I always think back when I work with this group specifically, or we talk about the United Kingdom. I remember going back to, I want to say it was either late 2016. Katrina, maybe you could help me on this. It was either late 2016 or early 2017. I've been to Europe so many different times. I've been on tour. It's been 4 years of the grind, so I'm not too great with my times. It's all mismatched. But anyway, I remember going to the UK for the first time, and we had one room with about 100 people. Most of the people in the room were checking out the company. They were checking out the opportunity. They weren't even involved yet. And, you know, I think I look back at that moment as so special, because then just even a year later, a year and a half later, I walked into a room in the United Kingdom with 1,000 plus. And since that time, guys, we've had thousands and thousands and thousands of people just in events alone, not even counting how many customers we have that don't go to events. And so, you know, what is your vision like? What's the strength of your vision? What's the power of your vision? And I think this call is specifically for builders. I always like to let it be known that, look, I know 90% of our company, 90% of the company is just customers, right? 90% of the company is not building the business. So the people that are, one second, guys. Okay. So the people that are building the business, those people, right? We talk the talk. We talk the leadership talk with them. But then for the rest of the customers, the traders, we're plugging them into, you know, the I Am Academy. We're plugging them into Go Live. We're plugging them into things like Steady and Gold Cup and, you know, Levels and Pivots and Vibrata and all these great, amazing products. So for the leaders, we're going to have a leadership talk today, right? For the next 20 minutes, we're going to talk about leadership and what you need to do to really take that same vision that I had when you go back to 2015, 2016, when Matthew, Rosa, and I launched the business for the first time. Guys, we did not have a very big network. We did have some experience in the network marketing space. Okay, so that worked in our favor to some extent. We didn't come in with no people. I'm not going to tell you that we came in with nobody, right? We did start with a little bit of a team, but I was $70,000 in debt. I was in a rough position. Matthew Rosa had no income, no savings account, barely any money. And also both of us were starting really at the ground when it came to the financials, but we had a vision, right? We literally made the decision that we were going to start building and that we would attract people from all over the world. And it was that action, right? Our vision to look at the compensation plan, decide what we wanted, right? Decide what the goal was. So I think number one, you guys have to make a decision, right? You have to decide today what it is that you really want, right? I remember meeting Katrina for the first time, and she has made a decision, right? I know Rupa. We've met multiple times. Her and her husband, they've made a decision. And so when you think about decision and what that really means, well, I think as we go into the new year, you have to decide what you're going to do. Okay. A decision is like an anchor. So when you make your decision, the boat doesn't move, right? And of course, I'm not talking about physical movement. We need movement in the business. Success loves movement. Success does not love stagnancy, right? The thing is that people sit around on the couch all day. That's why I'm doing this call standing up, because I'm going to be able to deliver more energy, more value, more intuition on this call if I am moving, if I'm up, if I'm moving my hands. If I'm sitting down, it's all right, but I know how this thing works, right? And so for you, the decision is like the anchor in the water, meaning that you're going to make a decision where you're going to end the year. Where are you going to be at the end of 2020? And you have to be firm and confident in that decision. If it's Platinum 5,000, it's Platinum 5,000. If it's Chairman 10, it's Chairman 10. If it's Chairman 25, it's Chairman 25. Make that concrete decision, okay? And let it be the anchor. Your boat's not going to move, okay? Your boat's not going to move from that decision. So here's what happens. People get fired up. People get excited. People get all, like out of their mind when they go to events. They jump up and down. People go to Tony Robbins. They jump up and down. They go to IM events. They jump up and down. They're screaming. They're yelling. They're fired up. Blah, 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 blah. They make a decision. And then a week later, they're back on the couch. They're back watching Netflix. They're back watching Disney Plus. They're on Call of Duty. They're playing FIFA. They're doing all these things repeatedly. They're out at the bar. They're out at the club. They're out at the lounge. They're sleeping. They're doing this. They're doing that. And I'm not telling you that you can't have fun. I'm not sitting here telling you that I don't go out, that I don't have friends. Tonight I'm going to see the new Star Wars, right? I make time, but I make time when it makes sense. And I think you have to label a certain amount of time in your day where it's going to be dedicated to IM, right? Today, I had a bunch of errands I had to go do. I'm doing some Christmas shopping. They're doing a massive renovation on my apartment. And so I'm here. They delivered my new bed, some furniture. So I had to do some other things. But then I also slotted about 6 hours. Actually, no, it'll be a little bit longer when it's all said and done, probably about 8.5, 9 hours specifically to the business. So how much time are you willing to dedicate on a day-to-day basis after you make that decision? Now, here's the cool part. There is no right answer and there is no wrong answer. If you make a decision, look, I'm going to go this whole year on a minimum of 4 hours a day. I'm just going to use 4 hours as the example. If you say 2 hours, you're not wrong. If you say 1 hour, you're not wrong. Okay. There is no wrong. I'm just going to use 4 hours as the example because it's easier. So you make your decision. At the end of this year, I'm going to be a Chairman 25. Decision done. It's final. Don't think to yourself, I don't know how I'm going to get those people. I don't know anybody. I don't have anybody in my team. Figure out where you want to be. Make the decision. I'm going to teach you part of the formula. Okay. I'm going to teach you part of the way that I think and the way that I thought when I really was right where you are right now. Okay. Maybe you are a Platinum 1000 on this call. Maybe you are a Platinum 2000 on this call. Perfect. Your mindset going into 2020, you have nothing. My mindset going into 2020, phase one, I'm acting like I have nothing. I just flew out to France, closed some leaders. They're coming in. I'm literally treating it like it's day one in the business. Okay. I'm not making excuses. So here's what I want you to do. You make the decision, right? This is where exactly, Jay, this is exactly where I want to be. Awesome. How many hours per day are you going to put in the business? My number that I'm going to use is 4, like I said. So here's what we do. You're going to dedicate those 4 hours to 4 areas of productivity. Okay. I want you to write down what I suggest, but then you can change it, right? You can push some of the categories together. You can dice it up. Guys, this is like a coloring book. You're supposed to color inside of the lines, but you can use whatever colors you want. So for me, I don't care how you dice it up, but this is a formula that is proven. I have taught this to tens of thousands of people around the world, and the ones who apply it, it becomes very obvious because their productivity becomes streamlined forward. So here's what you do. Suggestion, all right, that 25% of your time, okay, and if you guys can, jump in the chat box. Oh, there is no chat. All right, never mind. That's why I didn't see the countries come across. All good, though. We don't need the chat. It's just to get you guys moving. But here's what I would recommend. Okay, 25% of your time should be spent on your personal prospecting and recruiting, right? So you need to be out there all 2020. There is no such thing as leaving phase one. You never leave phase one, meaning as a leader, you need to be constantly prospecting, constantly bringing new customers into the business. There is not a single business in the world that can function without customers. Guess what, guys? You're in business. If you feel uncomfortable with going out and getting customers, my recommendation, shoot for your 2 and free or stick to the services. But if you really want to build a business, right? You want to go like Kat said, you want to go Chairman 500. That's the purpose of this call. I'm going to be real and raw with you. You have to be in phase one all year. My recommendation, you should be targeting to talk to 10 new people per day. See, some people will say, well, you know what, Jay, that's a big number. I don't know if I can do that. Well, you know what? Nobody's going to shoot you with a sniper rifle if you only talk to 8. But 10 is a good place to be. Why? We need to challenge ourselves every single day. Part of the problem with the society that we live in is we are setting goals that are easy to achieve. Oh, I'm going to talk to 1 person per day because you know you can do it. Stop settling for average targets. We need to start shooting for big targets, because what's going to happen is that eventually you're going to muscle. You're going to find the muscle. You're going to find the strength where you're talking to 10 people, 15 people, 20 people per day, and you will find a way to do it. Guys, there are people everywhere. That I can promise you. If you live in London, walk outside. There's probably 5,000 cars driving by you since the time that we started this call. You can't tell me you don't know where to find people. So if you need help talking to people, my recommendation, work on your people skills. One of the things that I always recommend is personal development. My favorite book all time, and I recommend this to people all around the world, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. If you need help with your prospecting, you need help with your business, you want to go Chairman 500, read the book. Some people say, well, Jay, I already read the book. Awesome, read it again. When was the last time you read it? 2, 3 years ago? Awesome, read it again. 6 months ago? Read it again. Because all we do is build friendships, build relationships. You want to go Chairman? Go make more friends. That's really the secret. The secret is the relationships. You heard Rupa and Kat talk about our relationship, right? Now, I've met both of them probably around 10 times each at different conventions, different events. But one of the things that I realized early in this, early in the business, early in network marketing, is that if I treated people like people, I would be respected. Now, don't get it twisted. They don't respect me because I'm a Chairman 500. And I'm going to prove this to you right now. Because if I was a bad person, right, if I lied to them or stole from them or ignored them or, didn't show them any respect, they would not have asked me to be on this call. They would definitely not have edified me that way. And I'm not tooting my own horn, believe me. That's not what I'm saying. But if you want the respect to be edified, you want success, guys, you got to learn how to build relationships. You got to learn how to maintain relationships. So go work on those skills. 25% of your time spent on personal recruiting, personal prospecting. Now, another 25% of your time spent on following up. This is where most people drop the ball, right? They drop the ball because they talk to somebody one time. That person doesn't show up for a call, doesn't show up for a meeting, doesn't show up for coffee when they say they're going to, doesn't sign up when they say they're going to, and you never talk to that person again. You think because somebody told you no, that it means no. No does not mean no. No means not right now. That's exactly what it means. No just means not at this very moment. It's not the right time. See, a lot of people have a problem becoming vulnerable. It's the world that we live in. It's okay. I respect it. But most of the time when somebody doesn't show up for a call, doesn't show up for coffee, doesn't show up for an event, it's because they either A, don't have money, or they don't believe they have money. B, they don't have the right information, or they're not excited enough. C, there's a conflict with a spouse, with a husband, with a wife, or D, they believe they don't have time. So spend your time following up, but don't be annoying. Nobody likes annoying people. Nobody likes feeling pressure, right? So one of the things that I constantly drill into people's heads is, guys, don't be annoying with your follow-ups. Space your follow-ups apart. If you can do, talk to somebody in 1 week, then the next time you talk to them is in 2 weeks, then the next time you talk to them is in 4 weeks, then the next time you talk to them is in 8 weeks, you guys will pick up what I'm putting down. Just double the space in between your follow-ups. That's been my trick. That's been my, secret for 5, 6, actually longer, because before I got into network marketing, I was in cold sales. So we have to dial numbers and get people to pick up who didn't want to talk to us. And I would follow up with those people and I would double it. So 1 day, 2 days, 4 days, 8 days, 16 days, etc. And so I believe that if you give some space in between your follow-ups, and then, you've got me, surprise, I'm coming to UK in February. We're going to do a killer event, 3,000 plus people. So you can use that as a chance to follow up with your prospects, right? Try something new. Hey, so you've got Yvonne Tapia coming to do event. Awesome. Edify Yvonne. One of the top earners in the world, top earner in Latin America. He's a VP of the company, chairman elite, yada, yada, yada. Edify. Okay. Maybe your prospect, something about Yvonne will catch their interest and they'll show up to the event. Or maybe you're edifying David Imonitie. David Imonitie, #1 African-American leader in all of network marketing. He's a chairman of 500 in the company, literally an unbelievable mentor, personally mentored by Bob Proctor. The guy's a stud, yada, yada, yada. Boom. Maybe they'll reflect on that. They'll like that. They show up. Maybe you tell them about me. This guy, blah, 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 blah. Got it. So you guys get what I'm saying. Maybe it's Alex Morton. Maybe it's Matthew Rosa. Maybe it's Brandon Boyd. I don't know. But I do know that everybody will relate to somebody. And the beautiful thing about the UK is you guys have incredible leaders in your market at least 6 to 8 times per month. And guess what? The company convention is in your city. So if you're on this call and you're in London, it's time to rev it up. There is literally not an excuse in the world that I would buy. I wouldn't buy it. My credit card would decline if I tried to buy any excuse that was given to me, that you can't have ridiculous momentum in your business from now to convention and convention all the way through to like 2022. If the convention, when the convention came to Miami, Matt Rosa and I leveled up. We went insane. We had a convention in our city. Let's work. It's time to work. So guys, that's the first 225%. As you can tell, I get really passionate, but I got to keep an eye on my clock here so I can give you guys all the information. Okay, the next thing that I would do is spend 25% on the team, right? You've got to buy into your leaders for them to buy into you, meaning you've got to put time into your network. The last couple of weeks, besides some of the little travels that I've done, I've spent most of my time sitting on Zoom calls like this, doing mentorship. And you know what's amazing? We've reached tens of thousands of people through this beautiful thing called technology, right? The cell phone, sitting on a bookshelf because my whole apartment is in shambles right now, besides that new comfy bed. And I'm just up here speaking about what I know, and we've reached and impacted literally thousands and thousands and thousands of people around the world because I know that I have to buy into my team for my team to buy into me. I've got to buy into the team for the team to buy into me. So we're going to go, right, for the team to buy into the company, not just me, but to buy into the whole thing. And the point is, it's mentorship. Now, some of you guys would say, well, Jay, what do I know about being a mentor? Guys, a mentor has nothing to do, okay, has nothing to do with what you've accomplished if you know what you know, okay? So I will prove this to you because, yes, guys, it's great. You need to follow people who have the results that you want. You need to follow people who have integrity. You need to follow people with a good track record. You need to follow people who have good morals, ethics, and values. And luckily for you guys, you're a part of that community. I would not put my name on this company if it wasn't built on ethics, morals, and values. I would not do it. I don't care about money. Money doesn't motivate me. I literally gave away tens of thousands of dollars yesterday alone. I do not care. What I'm saying is that you guys have to understand that the team is going to buy into your experiences and your wisdom. When I got into network marketing 6 years ago, my uplines, guys, I was a platinum 600, okay? The equivalent to a platinum 600, okay? And I had like 200 people on my team. So 200 people on my team, I was making like $400 a month residually. So if you're a platinum 600 in the business, you've got 12 customers minimum. You're making 600 a month. Trust me when I tell you, you are killing it, because to make 600 a month in my other company, you needed like at least 80, 90 people. And I had 200 and I still couldn't even hit the next rank. So you are blessed. That's a little side note. But here's the thing, guys. My uplines who made tens of thousands of dollars a month, like Alex Morton, they used to ask me to come on and mentor their teams. The rank, the recognition, none of that really matters. But it's about being a professional. It's about being a leader. It's about being a coach. It's about being somebody that can not only inspire, because I don't ask people to jump up and down, and I'm not against that, but I'd rather fill your brain and elevate your IQ and teach you what it really truly takes to become successful, because that's what's effective. That's what's going to stick. That's what's going to work. Period. Long term. Period. That's what I'm after. Period. And so become that leader. Dig into your team, buy into your team. Your team's going to buy into you. The more time you can put into your leaders, the more love you can put into your leaders. I know how hard it is to actually love on people, because there used to be a gate in front of that. I used to be so cold, and I notice now how cold I really was, because I was scared of loving people. I was scared of getting hurt. And so it was hurting my leadership. Some of you guys are battling that right now. There's people in your team who look up to you, but you can't fully open up yet because you're scared to show passion. You're scared to show love. You're scared to show value because maybe you think it's corny. If you're a guy on this call, guess what? A lot of guys, including me at one point, we deal with something called pride. We deal with something called ego. And that pride and that ego gets in the way because we think it's, masculine. We think it's a man thing, a guy thing to not be passionate, to not show love in our business. I literally show gratitude, love, passion to all my leaders on a day-to-day basis. I don't care. It doesn't make me less of a man. It actually makes me more of a man. And I challenge you guys to be that way with your teams. I challenge you to open up, because if you want people to open up, to go all in, to commit, they need to know you're real. They need to know you're real. And so open up to your team, buy into your team, and your team will buy into you. Okay. The last thing that I'm going to talk about is this. Okay. So we're talking about dividing up your time, which is what I believe the most valuable thing I can teach you. You know what to do. These leaders that you guys have, they're amazing. Okay. And your uplines, I love to death. That's one of the biggest reasons why I'm here today, because the organization you guys are a part of, your leadership is world class from the top level to all the way in the bottom. Guys, this is something unique. So I want to teach you how to structure your life, how to structure your time so you can have freedom and results. So we talked about 25% in your personal recruiting, 25% following up, 25% in your team, right? Teaching them, helping them, working with them. Don't just tell your team what to do. I'm glad I thought of this. Don't just tell your team what to do, but go shoulder to shoulder with them. Get in the trenches with your team. Sit there and prospect with your team. When I was growing in network marketing, before I started making really any money, I used to go to an office with my entire team, sit on my laptop and show them how I prospected on Facebook, show them how I add people, show them how I, start conversations and build rapport. You have to show. In the last category of the 25%, right? The missing 25%. And again, guys, these are just recommendations. You can slice and dice, add some other things, but the last one is development. Personal development, spiritual development, physical development, financial development. Okay? Number one, personal development, spiritual development, physical development, financial development. You are going to read books. Okay? So this is a spiritual book, right? Written by one of the pastors at a church out here in Miami. I've got some of my books tucked away. They were doing some sanding in my apartment, but we're doing personal development, right? So going after the mind, we're going after the spirit. So spiritual development, whether it's in the form of going to church, reading the Bible, reading some books that hit on the spirit. Then we're doing physical development, because when I'm done with this parade of calls, I'm going to go down to the gym. I'm going to work out for a little bit. I'm going to hit the sauna, which is kind of spiritual too. If you've never hit a sauna, I recommend the Christmas present you buy for yourself or the holiday present you buy for yourself is a sauna somewhere. Go treat yourself. Literally, that's a life hack right there. That's a Chairman 500 hack. Sauna. I'm like starting a sauna movement. I should sell saunas. I can make extra money. And then the financial development, guys. The financial development comes from utilizing the products and services. See, we're so blessed because if we were in a product-based company selling energy drinks or something else, I would tell you the same exact things, but you have to go get the financial development elsewhere. Inside of our company, you have the chance to pay a subscription that is less than $200 a month. For the value we offer, that's literally a discount. It's I Am Academy is on sale every single day. If people say it's too expensive, they just don't get it. I bet the people who say it's too expensive don't use the services, truly. And what I will say, because I got to jump, I'm already a little bit late for this other call, is that if you apply this stuff, 25, 25, 20, 25, organize your time, make that decision to get out of the cart and become the horse. I thought of this on a call 2 weeks ago, and I thought, wow, this is really cool. But I say, you have great leaders, but you need to become the leader. Right now, if you are not leading, I'm not talking about being cocky. I'm not talking about cutting people off. I'm not talking about reinventing the wheel. I'm not talking about doing your own events and saying, upline, don't call me again. I'm talking about you making a decision to become a leader. Get out of the cart and become the horse. That's my vision for you in 2020. So guys, very soon, we're going to make an announcement. We're having a massive event in the United Kingdom. Myself and Brandon Boyd are going to come. We're going to literally light the market on fire going into our convention. Guys, convention is almost sold out. I am not saying this to sell tickets. I'm saying it because it's true. There are about 1,000 tickets left, and a lot of people are going to wait till the last minute and be disappointed because there's going to be no tickets remaining. We are going to have to turn people down, and this is the truth. We are launching big groups in Europe. We have big momentum, and that convention is going to literally sell out. Make your commitment. Make that decision. Do not miss this event. Company is making major announcements. We're dropping new services, new products. Guys, I'm not playing. It's going to be crazy. So, guys, I got to run. I'm going to toss this back to, let me see. Okay, Rupa, I'm going to make you the host. Yes, guys, thank you so much. I got to bounce. Appreciate you. I see a bunch of people tagging me on Instagram. Appreciate you guys so much. For the love, and I will see you all in London in February. 2 times in 1 month. Thank you, guys.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Jason. That was amazing information and definitely something to pass down to our teams. Thank you again, guys. Make sure people in your organization watch this video, and let me just quickly pass it back to our other hostess, Kat, to close off the call. Thanks again, Kat, for also organizing this for us.
Oh, guys, that was absolutely insane. I want to say a massive thank you to Jason Brown for being on this call, for throwing that amount of value at us. Like, honestly, if you guys don't know who Jason Brown is, you know, we built a relationship with him when he was a Chairman 100. And Chairman 100 is like a crazy position to be in. You're making 100,000 a month residually. But he was so humble. He was the first person to ever explain to me what pips were, you know? It's absolutely insane. He was explaining what pips were. He allowed us to grab his number. If we ever needed help with anything, we could shoot him a message, you know? So he's right. It's not about his title. It's not about the fact that he's earning over 500,000 every single month. It's his humility, his integrity, and his real love for people. He has a crazy heart for people. So definitely with what he's built, you can tell he's really built it with love. So, you know, if you want to duplicate what he's been able to do, definitely, you know, rewatch this recording, plug into the nuggets, take a lot of notes and implement everything he said, because he's where you want to be, you know, so definitely lock into that information. And the most important thing is to be at the event in February. I can't even stress it enough. If you don't live in London, you need to get to London. If you live in London, there's no excuse why you shouldn't bring 500 people to that event, because that event is going to be insane. We're going to have 10,000 people from all across the globe in this company are going to come out. Your team and yourself are going to have the ability to meet every single chairman in this company, from the chairman 10s to every single chairman 500. You're going to meet the CEO of the company. You're going to meet all the master traders within the company. So definitely do not miss the opportunity to solidify yourself into this system, into this company, and solidify your future, because you're going to be able to make decisions in that event. You're going to make decisions that's going to allow you to come out of that event knowing exactly what you want to achieve for your future, and you're going to run. But don't come to the event by yourself. Definitely come to the event with people. come to the event with the people that you want to run with this business with after that event, because you guys are going to be so excited. You're going to be so fired up. So definitely bring people with you that you care about. So after that event, you guys can absolutely explode. You know, if you're not a chairman yet in the company, then definitely that is the event you want to be at to, you know, launch you into chairman. So thanks for being on this call. Even more importantly, thank you, Jason, for doing this for us, because as you guys can see, he's extremely busy. Definitely follow him on Instagram if you don't already follow him on Instagram. His lifestyle is absolutely insane. He is someone like, you know, he's an example of what, you know, can really, really happen through plugging into the system, you know, being a part of this business and really, you know, taking this business seriously. Guys, you know, he started off just like us in the very same place we started off in. No experience with anything, never traded before. Now Chairman 500 in the company, absolutely insane lifestyle. Been able to use the money that he's made from this company to literally start his own businesses, his own franchise business. So now he's been able to diversify on a crazy another level. Right now he's doing up his absolutely insane apartment in Florida. Plug into his Instagram so you can see what I'm actually talking about. So I'll see you guys in February. In the event. Definitely, I can't wait to celebrate all our promotions because we're really about to go to the next level. Have a great evening and well done for being on the call. See you on the next one.